Hello, everyone. Today I want to talk about a topic that many English teachers often debate. Should we study grammar or not? I'll share my perspective based on my own experience. Let me start by talking about how I learned Korean. My first language is Japanese, and when I began studying Korean, I did buy some grammar books, but I didn't use them much. Instead, I focused on memorizing expressions and vocabulary, listening to people around me, and mimicking what they said. This approach worked well because Korean and Japanese have very similar grammatical structures. The word order is almost identical, so I didn't need to pay much attention to grammar. But English is a completely different story. I found it quite challenging to learn English without understanding its grammar. Many people recommend immersing yourself in English, listening and repeating phrases over and over, but memorizing all the expressions and how native speakers say things is nearly impossible because English has so many idioms, phrasal verbs, and unique structures, as you know. As adults, we tend to be more logical, right? So it's difficult to memorize expressions without knowing the reasoning behind them. In conclusion, whether or not you need to study grammar really depends on your first language. If your native language is very similar to English, you might not need to focus heavily on grammar because the word order and the structure are more intuitive. But if your first language is quite different from English, like Japanese, studying grammar becomes essential. Without a solid understanding of English grammar, it's hard to learn the language effectively. Um, Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.